Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Dearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a Concerta update. Now, I have just spent a couple hours in the emergency room, and it was my fault. And I went to Walmart on my way back, but I went there because this afternoon I started to hear my ears ring, and I started getting a headache, and around 5 o'clock I checked my blood pressure. And it was sky high, like 170/90. So I took my blood pressure meds and I headed down to the emergency room because I didn't want to blow a blood vessel. And so I spent the next couple hours there. Now, I talked with the doctor and I found out, well, I figured out, now causality is not causation, or however it works out. So this may not be it, but I would bet it is, because I take my blood pressure medication at night, in the evening, 6 o'clock at night, which means during the bedtime, and then in the morning is when there's the most, and then it continues to run out until around 6 o'clock. I have none in my system. I already know Ritalin rises up my blood pressure. I took it in the morning. So this afternoon, when my Ritalin was roaring along full power, all of a sudden, my blood pressure medication ran out entirely in my system. So my blood pressure spiked. Now, it was still 180/80 at the ER when they checked me out because it was stable. It was not going up. And in the ER, they don't really check the numbers. That's the last thing they do. They check for symptoms, chest pains, shortness of breath, extreme headache that does not react to any sort of pain-killing medication, stuff like that. All I had was the headache and the numbers, and the headache was largely gone because of the ibuprofen and such that I had taken. I still have just a nudge of a headache, but not much. So it was largely my fault. Tomorrow I'm going to take the Concerta again, but I'm switching up my meds. Tomorrow morning I'm going to be taking my blood pressure medication with the Concerta, and then that evening I am going to take my other ADHD meds, the Wellbutrin and the guanfacine, which is also a blood pressure medication. So I should have it better under control. Now, tomorrow is a banking holiday for Juneteenth, and so largely I think the hospital place that I would call to make appointments will be closed. But on Tuesday or tomorrow, if they do happen to be open, I am going to call and make an appointment to see my primary care physician for a follow-up for this, so that I can tell them what my blood pressure is, and then we can work on that to try and adjust dosages so I can still take my one med and have it treated with the Losartan. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. I am exhausted. Tomorrow I'm not going to be feeling good. Whenever your system goes out of, its baseline, it's hard on your system. And I've gone out of my baseline, so I'm not going to feel good. I don't feel good now. So, I'm not going to get sick or die or anything. But that's what's going on. And I wanted to let everyone know that even though the Concerta raised my blood pressure, it was my fault. Now, it may still raise my blood pressure, just not as much and not at the same times. But that should be covered by the other meds. So, anyway, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. What a dumb smile.